What's up, guys? Mike here. I've been getting a lot of requests from a lot of you asking me to do a review on this new hype stock, meme stock if you want to call it, VTIQ. So I decided I'm going to do it just for you guys. Now, VTIQ is pretty much a placeholder for a company known as Nicola Motorsports, and they're about to merge with VTIQ based on the voting that's going to happen on June 2nd. That's what their estimated time is to see if that they're going to pass through the vote or not. But most likely, from all the hype we're getting and everyone is so excited, the vote is probably going to happen, and Nicola Motorsports is most likely to merge with VTIQ. Now, this merger is going to change the ticker symbol VTIQ into NKLA. We'll go a lot more further into that once we get into the video. So with that said, make sure to smash that like button for me and the YouTube algorithm to make me happy, because I'm doing this video to make you guys happy. So make sure to smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm and to make me happy. With that said, let's begin with this video. Alright, so let's get into this. VTIQ Acquisition Corp. does not have significant operations. The company intends to merger, capital stock exchange, asset acquisition, stock purchase, reorganization, or similar business combination with one or more businesses. It focuses on industrial technology, transportation, and smart mobility industries. The company was founded in 2018 in New York. Just look at how much this stock has jumped the past week. It's absolutely insane. From about $10, it hit all the way to almost $36. Now look at the market cap. It's almost 800 million. Before this hype, it was around $400 million. So it pretty much doubled up. It's a massive move right here. And pretty much Nicola VTIQ has gone bananas because people are just totally hyped about this stock and they're going crazy, and it's been on a buying streak, and pretty much the last few days it's gone way down again from 35 back to like around $22. So let's look at their Twitter page, the Nicola Motor Company. They recently tweeted saying questions about the upcoming merger with VTIQ. Take a look at our investor page. It's as informative resource that addresses commonly asked questions, highlights the recent SEC filings and financials, and a lot more. Alright, so let's move on to Nicola Motorsports investor page. So it says Nicola Corporation, a leader in the design and development of BEV and FCEV Class 8 semi-trucks. Man, pretty much you got to really explain what the heck those two are if you really want to get your investors to actually want to invest, because they don't know what the hell a BEV and an FCEV is. Alright, so they need to really update that. But pretty much it's just telling you these are semi-trucks that they're making, and along with their VTIQ Acquisition Corp, ticker symbol VTIQ, a publicly traded special purpose acquisition company, announces that the two companies have entered into a definitive agreement. So pretty much they're saying we are definitely going to merge. We're pretty much agreed to it, but they still have to put a vote to it. So they want to create a company focused on development of next generation smart transportation. Upon the closing of the transaction, the company will be named Nicola Corporation, and the ticker symbol will change from VTIQ to NKLA, as I said earlier. Alright, so let's get a little bit more detailed in here. It says Nicola to use proceeds to accelerate its portfolio of battery electric BEV, which I told you about earlier, and hydrogen fuel cell electric vehicles that we read earlier that didn't make sense, but I'm giving you the specs here, targeting zero emissions globally. Now, Nicola will build out a hydrogen station infrastructure to support its FCEV vehicles. Now, pretty much this is what Tesla has done, is build battery stations all over the world. So if they're going to build hydrogen stations, because pretty much that's what Tesla did. So if you want to charge your vehicle with Tesla along the way, like if you're going from LA to Vegas, you need something, some kind of charging station to charge your battery for your Tesla. So pretty much this is what Nikola will be doing. They'll be building infrastructures for their charging vehicles, for their hydrogen vehicles. So pretty much it's going to require a ton of capital, a lot of money, and it says that Nicola has more than 14,000 pre-orders representing more than $10 billion already. They're expecting to make $10 billion in the future of potential revenue and 2.5 years of production. That's what they're expecting. It's not definite, but it's an expectation. So pro forma enterprise value of the merger is approximately, they're saying that the company will be worth about $3.3 billion. Like I said earlier, right now it's $800 million. So pretty much if this company actually explodes, we're getting this company at a mega discount, even at the price it's at, like around 22 bucks I'd say right now. But pretty much it's a mega discount. Like it's only worth 800 million, and as soon as this merger goes through, it should be worth about 3.3 billion dollars. So the transaction includes $525 million, which is pretty much on the Nicola Motorsports side that's coming in, not from VTIQ. Pipe at $10 a share. Institutional investors, including Fidelity Management and Research Company, ValueAct Springs Fund, and P. Schoenfield Asset Management LP. The company will add Stefan Gursky, current CEO of VTIQ and former vice chair of General Motors Corporation, to its board of directors. All right, so let's get into this company highlights. Nikola is a global leader in zero emission heavy duty trucks and hydrogen infrastructure. How is that possible? Because you guys do not even have any trucks available or any hydrogen infrastructure set, and you're claiming to be the global leader. That's pretty hilarious. All right, that's kind of a scam to say something like that. So watch out, guys, when you look into something and they tell you they're already the leader in something that they haven't even created yet. All right, but let's move on. More than $10 billion in pre-order leases to date, and the joint venture and with European industrial vehicle manufacturer IVECO make Nikola a formidable competitor to other OEMs, original equipment manufacturers. How is that possible? You're just lying about global leaders, being a global leader. You think I'm going to believe that you got $10 billion already in pre-order? That makes me want to think you guys are already liars, because of saying the first sentence says we are a liar in global emission. We are liars. So we're also going to lie to you and say we have already $10 billion in pre-orders. That's kind of what I feel this company is doing right now. So please don't believe everything you read, okay? Just deny everything always in the beginning until you actually see those pre-orders, like a physical sheet that they provide you, because they have not provided any such of sheet going on right now. Anyways, let's further go on to this. Nikola's business model uniquely supplies both the truck and hydrogen fueling infrastructure, solving the fleet's concerns of where to refuel with green hydrogen at competitive pricing to diesel. How's that possible? You haven't even done that yet. Let's move on. The transaction proceeds will accelerate production, will allow Nikola to break ground on its state-of-the-art manufacturing facility in Coulding, Arizona, and begin its hydrogen station infrastructure rollout. Now, I believe that part. You are saying that you're going to do that, okay? I believe this part in the sentence. That's a believable sentence. The other two were not so believable. The company expects to generate revenue by 2021, sorry, which is pretty much next year. So pretty much what they're saying, they're not making any money at all. There's no revenue right now until 2021, and they're only expecting it. So don't think by 2021 they're actually going to be generating revenue. This is only expectation, and with the disease going on, this timeline might be pushed out a little bit further. So they're only expecting. Do not be fooled into thinking they're already generating $10 billion, okay? It's only an expectation to generate revenue by 2021. And let's move on with the rollout of its BEV trucks, followed by its FCEV truck sales starting in 2023. So now they're saying the FCEV trucks won't be available until 2023, which makes it a lot harder to make more revenue when you're only one of your trucks are in the pipeline and the other one is going to come 2 years later. Let's move on. And the initial build out of fueling stations to serve Nikola customers' fleets such as Anheuser Bosch. So pretty much they need to build a lot of stuff. They need to make the BEV truck by 2021 and then the FCEV truck by 2023, and they need to be building their hydrogen fueling stations, and that takes a lot of time. Okay, a lot of time will be needed to make any of this come to life and to expect any real revenue. All right, so let's move on to the transaction overview. The transaction reflects an implied enterprise value at closing of 3.3 billion that we saw earlier. Cash proceeds raised in connection with the transaction, which will primarily be used to fund operations, support growth for other general corporate purposes, will be funded through a combination of VTIQ's cash in trust and a 525 million that Nicola Motor will have in place, the 525 million, and of the common stock at $10 a share by institutional investors. So these are their investors: Fidelity Management and Research Company, ValueAct Spring Fund, and P. Schofield Asset Management, all right, LP. So these are their pretty much investors that they got early stock at $10 a share. So we didn't get that. We weren't lucky as these people were. So that's why the stock price has jumped, because they already got it at $10 and we did not. Anyways, let's move on. Current Nicola stockholders will remain majority owner of the combined company at closing. So pretty much that's what they're saying. These people who invested earlier will get majority shares, and we will not. We will only be able to buy what's left. All right, so the board of directors of both VTIQ and Nicola have unanimously approved the proposed transaction. Completion of the proposed transaction is subject to approval of VTIQ and Nicola stockholders and other customary closing conditions, including registration statement being declared effective by the SEC, and is expected to be completed on the second quarter of 2020, which pretty much I told you they're about to take vote, and it's supposed to go through by June 2nd. That is going to be the second quarter of 2020 expectedly. So it's not official. SEC has already approved the VTIQ stock, but changing it to NKLA stock has not been approved, and the SEC is going to be pretty much possibly approving it by June 2nd after the voting goes through. Okay, anyway, so let's see. Here's some exciting news by Trevor Milton, who says Nicola Motor and VTIQ merger is going to be planned on June 2nd, which I said earlier, they're going to be voting on June 2nd to see if this merger will happen. Most likely it will. All right, he said that date can change, but its expected date is, as of now, June 2nd. I appreciate everyone who has believed in us, and I can't wait for the merger to be completed and the ticker to be changed to NKLA, as I said earlier. So anyways, let's look into who this Trevor Milton is. Like, who is this guy, all right? Let's learn a little bit more about him. All right, so looking at his Twitter page, Trevor Milton is the founder and CEO of Nicola Motor, and he says it's the duty to leave the world in a better place and inspire people. Now that's pretty great. Let's dig a little bit deeper and find out a little bit more about him and see who he really is, because that's too brief of a description for me. You know, I like to really dive deep and dig into my research when I learn about a company and who's the CEO, because the CEO is someone who can make it or break it. If the CEO is some idiot running a company, this company is going to go to hell. All right, so make sure you know who your CEO of a company is that you're going to be investing, because CEOs make a huge destruction to a company, or they build a company up from the ground up into something amazing. All right, so let's dive in a little bit more deeper. So pretty much reading his Wikipedia page saying he was born as an American billionaire, pretty much Nicola Motorsports has made him a billionaire, but it doesn't really tell us much about him here in the Wikipedia page. Let's look at Forbes. I found a nice article on Forbes that we can look into. It says Trevor Milton is a college dropout, okay? Like, he's a loser, which pretty much a lot of billionaires, okay, are college dropouts. Don't look at that as a bad thing. That's actually a very impressive thing these days, okay? Like, a lot of billionaires are college dropouts who never got a degree, and they are billionaires, and they are extremely successful. Like, look at Google. They are like one of the best people you can look at, right? Google started pretty much in their parking garage, in their garage. They made billions from their parking garage, right? They never completed their college degree. All right, let's move on. It says he dropped out from Utah, who was pushing to raise at least $1 billion for hydrogen trucks, which pretty much he's doing now. Okay, so pretty much he's doing what Google was doing in their garage, making billions by raising and becoming a college dropout, which already he's living the American dream, being a college dropout and raising billions for your company. And so far, it's valued at $3 billion. Okay, so the change in 37 million Milton status came this week when CNH Industrial. Okay, look at this. CNH Industrial is a big investor in Nicola, which I will show you guys. So make sure to pay attention to CNH Industrial. They are a heavy duty work vehicles, and they committed $250 million already to Nicola Series D. There's a different types of investment. Or Series A, B, C, D, E, F. You should look into that if you want to learn more about what Series A, B, C, D, E, F, D investing is. It takes a couple rounds. First, you have to raise money in Series A. Then you have to raise money in Series B. And then it goes on until you hit like Series F or G. Like, then you can become an actual... You can open up your stock and start raising money in a stock, you know? Okay, so anyway, let's move on. It says, as Nicola, he's Nicola's biggest shareholder. Of course, the guy invented the company, okay? No one is going to expect him to not be the biggest holder of his own company. All right, so like I said, CNH Industrial has purchased 7.7% of the company, all right? They have 7.7% stake in this stock holding share of his company, which pretty much this guy owns over 40% of the company, is what it's saying. And he tells Forbes in August that Milton owned less than 50%, said the CFO, Kim Brady. And at the level of 40%, that value of in the company is valued at least about $1 billion. So with his 40% value in this company is worth around $1 billion. And he wants to definitely raise a lot more money. It's saying he's gonna raise another $750 million. Okay, so let's dive in a little bit deeper. Because I like to tell you guys that raising money is not easy. It's not something that someone can do just like that. Okay, so if you're going to be raising money, just look at Elon Musk. Okay, he was actually something before Tesla. This guy owned his own company. He was actually doing big things. He already had been public, okay? He already went public with his PayPal merger with his financial company X.com, all right? So Elon Musk was already someone big, okay? It was a lot easier for him to collect money, all right? So it's not going to be very easy for someone who's new, who does not have a lot of background into being a CEO and raising money, when this guy has no background of running a company. This guy is brand new to this world of raising money, all right? And when you're going to invest your money with a guy like Musk, you want someone who's successful, right? Like, he's already big and successful. He had PayPal. It was a huge merger. It was huge. He made a ton of money. Look at PayPal today. Let's look at it. It says PayPal today is worth about $170 billion in market cap, which is absolutely massive. It is absolutely massive, okay? Elon Musk was already a pretty massive, rich, successful guy before he created Tesla. So it's very easy for him to collect money, for him to build his empire. But with Milton guy, we don't know. Our Milton guy has no history. He's not like Elon Musk, who's done a lot before Tesla. This guy might end up becoming as big as Tesla, but right now he has no history. He's never led a company before. He's never been part of any big successful company in history. No relative here that he's done that's big. But this company, if if it does something, so this is something you should pretty much think about, is what I'm trying to say. All right, you're pretty much, before you're gonna invest your money with someone, you should know that this guy has never done anything big. All right, so if you're gonna put a lot of money into this company, you should know that this guy has not done anything big. So you're basically betting on this guy with absolutely no history of leading a company to becoming a multi-billion dollar company like Elon Musk with his Tesla. So make sure you do your research before you bet your money on someone with absolutely no history. All right, so let's look at the CNH Industrial that I told you about earlier. So this is a massive company. They got revenue of $28 billion. They have over 63,000 employees. So, and this is their main investor right now. So this is a pretty much a good backing company here, all right? Like I said, this guy does not have any good history, but this company backing him up puts him in a pretty good positive position. This is a good positive thing to look at. So they have good backers like CNH Industrial. Investors are interested in this company. You and I are interested in this company. We want this company to succeed. That's why we're thinking about putting our money into it. And we see from the stock jumping up from $10 to almost $36 within about almost a week time span. That's massive. That's massive. All right, that's huge. Going from $400 million to $800 million in a week is massive. That's a lot of capital valuation going up. Doubling a company's valuation is pretty massive. So this company, I believe, has a future, and this is a good news to have a company like CNA and CNH Industrial backing them up. That's pretty good news for investors like you and me. But when we look at the company's website, what do you see? This is Nicola's website. All the products are just concept models. None of them are available right now, and no hydrogen stations are available at the moment. The hope is all of this will be on the market, in the next few years. So this is indeed, it has to be mentioned so you guys know what you're looking at. All right, I wanted to mention it so you guys know what you're looking at a company that hasn't generated any revenue yet and is predicting to generate revenue in the next few years. So this needs to be mentioned, and you shouldn't look at it before investing your money in a company. Now let's look at some of their products in line. They look absolutely insane, exciting, and stunning. I love it. They're beautiful. They got hydrogen vehicle trucks, electric vehicles, one with combo electric and hydrogen. And no, Elon Musk said that making electric vehicle and hydrogen vehicles is not very cost efficient. It's going to be very hard to do, but if they do it, it's going to be massive, all right? They're going to be making a ton of money. But Elon Musk said it's going to be very difficult to do stuff like this. But if they can do it, they pull it off, this company will destroy Tesla. I guarantee you they will destroy Tesla's trucking company like no other. This will give Tesla a run for its money. And if Elon Musk is looking at this, he's probably peeing his pants right now. He's like, oh my God, if they pull this off, my trucking company will be out of business. And soon, if they turn into cars like Tesla cars, like the Model 3, they can really destroy Tesla. But so far right now, they're only doing some trucks and semi-trucks. All right, so Elon Musk is a little safe for the next 5 years because this company is going to take a few years down the pipeline before they can make any scare to Elon Musk and give Tesla a run for its money. Right now, Elon is going to be sitting back and collecting his checks. So Tesla is in a good position at the moment because doing something like this is going to be very massive and hard to do. All right, so let's look at the services that they have to do. All right, they're going to have to build hydrogen stations and service centers, which Tesla had to do in the last 5 years, and it's insanely expensive. Okay, you need a ton of capital. They need to raise a ton of capital over the next 5 years to survive at least. and build up their infrastructure to be a successful company. They need billions of dollars. And look at Tesla. They have raised at least $20 billion, if not more, for their infrastructure and their service centers and their electric stations. It's going to cost this company a lot of money and it's going to take some time to do this. So it's not something that can happen within a year or overnight, right? So if this company, if they want to succeed, they'll need at least $10 billion more over the next 5 years to at least succeed and stay alive, which is definitely possible. It's possible, all right? Don't think it's not. It will be possible because people are already hyped about this, but it's gonna be very expensive. Now let's look at their other products. Lots of really beautiful stuff like their jet skis. Look at that, jet skis. Their four-seaters. They have a lot of pretty sick vehicles that look really fun, and I'd be even down to buy some of these. I would definitely be down to buy a jet ski or a four-seater and go cruising with one of these cars. They look pretty damn fun. All right, so I'm going to give you guys a little recap and my thoughts about this company, okay? So, number one, they have no revenue until 2021, which is a projection. It could be even 2022. So, we don't know. So far, no revenue. Number two, they do not really have a leader that's very experienced. They have a leader, but like Milton, but he's not very experienced in this. Number three, they have a ton of exciting products coming to the public very soon. This beautiful jet skis, beautiful semi trucks. It makes me very excited about this, okay? So it's a pretty exciting product coming to the public. Number four, they have excellent financial backing with CNH Industrial. They have good backing with companies who are very interested in their products, okay? Number five, this is going to be tough to do, okay? With hydrogen and electric, especially combination products or just hydrogen by itself and making stations is going to be very hard to do, costly, and it's not easy. Not everyone can do it, or else everyone would do it. Everyone would have been already doing it a long time ago. So this isn't something easy to do. Number six, a lot of investors are pretty damn excited about this, okay? All right, what I think about this is that VTIQ honestly is an excellent speculation play stock. All right, this is something definitely worth speculating and putting money into. It's a spec stock. I think they can give Tesla a run for its money once they start selling their vehicles in 2021, and they could take a chunk of the market share in the hydrogen and electrical vehicle selling business. They can take a lot of the market share. Now, I honestly wouldn't encourage putting or parking all your money here, all of it. Like, that's huge risk you're going to be taking. So don't put a majority of your portfolio into this company, even though it looks like it's a great speculation play stock. It's a great meme stock to put your money in. Okay, but just know, worst case scenario, this company can go down the drain. All right, so they might not make it, they might not get the funding, and they go bankrupt. And worst case scenario, you lose pretty much 100% of your money right there. All right, but best case scenario, if they do make it, if they're able to get the capital and the funding, you could pretty much 10 times or even 100 times your money. You could 10x or 100x your money here. So you got to be careful what you do here. All right, there's a lot of opportunity here that you can be gaining, but I wouldn't put a lot of my money in it, like most of my money into this portfolio. It's very risky, high risk, high reward kind of a spec play going on. But especially right now, the stock is pretty much going back down. Will I buy this company? Well, I don't know yet. I don't think it. I think it needs to go down a little bit more. If I'm gonna be interested in buying this, I target around $10 to $15, mostly leaning around 10 to 11 to 12 max is what I would like to spend a share on this company, and I would buy a huge chunk. But anything more is a little bit more risky to me. So it's a possibility. If you guys are interested in seeing what I do with this company, leave a comment below and let me know that if you plan on buying it, or you want to know if I'm going to be buying it, or if I end up buying it and you want a video on that, why I bought it and what led me to buying it, because I have my reasoning on what I want to buy this company. And it's a good spec play, but you have a lot of risks ahead. All right, so pretty much you really have to make sure you know what you're doing, and I really wouldn't put a huge chunk of my portfolio into this stock. All right, if I'm going to invest, even every best case scenario comes up, I wouldn't pump in a huge portion of my portfolio money into this company until it starts generating revenue, until it's actually becoming a global leader in hydrogen cars and trucks. They need to do a lot of stuff first before pumping a ton of my money in it. It's not smart to pump your money into something that hasn't even built yet. They haven't even built the trucks. It's all spec models. It's all just like concept cars, concept trucks, concept jet skis, concept four-seaters. Nothing is made yet. So you're pretty much risking your money and putting it into something that hasn't even been created. All they have done so far is raise money and give you positive news, all right, which is pretty much easy to do, to tell everyone good news. All right, the hardest part is actually putting that news into effect. Thanks again for watching my videos. As always, make sure to smash that like button, destroy it, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell so YouTube could alert you when my next video comes out. Also, feel free to leave a comment below and let me know if you guys are going to be planning on buying this company, or if you like any more details, or have any questions about this company that you'd like me to answer, or if you think I'm going to be buying it anytime soon, leave a comment below and let me know. Also, feel free to add me on Instagram. I pretty much post there daily, so if you want to be part of that, make sure to add me there as well. Also, if you want 2 free stocks from the stock market, WeBull is giving out 2 free stocks. One for just signing up to use their platform, and a second stock when you deposit of $100 or more into WeBull, and they'll give you a second stock worth up to $1,400. So check out the link in the description below. Check it out. Also, if you want another free stock, Robinhood is giving out a free stock, and you do not have to make any deposits there. You just get a free stock from Robinhood from using the link in the description below and signing up. Thanks again for watching my videos, and until next time, make money with Mike.